Hey everyone! Welcome back to English with Jesse and Jane. Before we start, quick question. What do you do when you finally have free time? Sleep? Watch videos? Eat snacks and pretend you're busy? Yes, we know that one very well.
Very well. Sometimes I say, I'm very busy today, but honestly, I'm just lying on the sofa thinking about food.
Exactly. And guess what? That is also a kind of hobby, a very advanced one.
Today's video is all about talking about hobbies in English in a simple, natural, everyday way.
Yes, we're not using difficult words, we're not using long explanations, just real English that people use when they talk about what they enjoy.
And before we continue, please take 1 second to like this video. It really helps our channel grow.
And if you're new here, subscribe to English with Jesse and Jane for more slow, clear, beginner-friendly English conversations.
All right, let's start.
Jane, let me ask you something simple. What do you usually do in your free time?
In my free time, I like doing calm things. I enjoy reading books, listening to music, and sometimes just going for a walk. I don't always want excitement. Sometimes I just want quiet time.
That sounds very peaceful. What kind of books do you like to read?
I like simple novels and short stories, nothing too complicated. I read to relax, not to feel stressed.
That makes sense. Reading is a very common hobby, and it's easy to talk about in English. You can simply say, I like reading, or my hobby is reading.
Yes, and if you want to add more details, you can say, I like reading in the evening, or I like reading before I sleep.
Exactly. Now, let me share one of my hobbies. In my free time, I enjoy cooking. I like trying new recipes, but I also enjoy cooking simple food at home.
That's interesting. What do you like cooking the most?
I like cooking pasta and simple rice dishes. I'm not a professional chef, but I enjoy the process. Cooking helps me relax after a long day.
That's a great sentence for learners. Cooking helps me relax.
Yes, hobbies are not just about fun. They're about how something makes you feel.
Some people like active hobbies too, for example, sports.
True. You can say, I like playing football, or my hobby is swimming.
And you don't need long sentences. Simple English is good English.
Very true. So if someone asks you, what are your hobbies, you can answer calmly and slowly.
For example, my hobbies are reading and listening to music.
Perfect, clear, natural. Now, Jane, hobbies can be very different from person to person. Some people like calm hobbies, and some people like very active ones. Let's talk about a few more common hobbies that people often talk about in English.
Yes, one very popular hobby is listening to music. Many people listen to music every day, even if they don't think of it as a hobby.
That's true. So if someone asks you about your hobbies, you can say, I like listening to music, or my hobby is listening to music in my free time.
And if you want to say more, you can add how music makes you feel. For example, I like listening to music because it helps me relax, or I listen to music when I feel tired.
That's a very natural way to speak. You don't need big words, just say what you feel.
Another common hobby is watching movies or TV shows. Many people enjoy watching movies at home, especially in the evening.
Yes, you can say, I like watching movies, or in my free time, I watch TV shows.
And if you want to add details, you can say what kind of movies you like. For example, I like watching comedy movies, or I enjoy watching action movies on the weekend.
That's good English, clear and simple.
Some people also like outdoor hobbies. For example, walking, jogging, or cycling.
Right. You can say, I like going for a walk, or my hobby is cycling in the morning.
Outdoor hobbies are nice because they help your body and your mind. You can even say, walking helps me clear my mind.
That's a great sentence, very natural.
Now let's talk about creative hobbies. Some people like doing things with their hands or using their imagination.
Yes, for example, drawing, painting, or writing.
If you like drawing, you can say, I like drawing in my free time, or my hobby is drawing simple pictures.
And if you like writing, you can say, I enjoy writing, or I like writing short stories or journals.
Creative hobbies don't have to be perfect. They're just something you enjoy doing.
Exactly. A hobby is not a job. You don't need to be the best at it.
Some people like very active hobbies, like sports.
Yes, for example, football, basketball, swimming, or running.
You can say, I like playing football with my friends, or my hobby is swimming on the weekend.
And if you don't play sports, that's okay too. You don't need to pretend.
That's important. Just be honest when you talk about your hobbies.
Some people prefer calm and quiet hobbies.
Yes, for example, reading, meditating, or doing yoga.
You can say, I like reading before I sleep, or my hobby is yoga in the morning.
These hobbies help people feel peaceful and relaxed.
So, as you can see, there are many ways to talk about hobbies in English.
And the most important thing is to keep it simple and natural.
Now that we've talked about different hobbies, let's practice asking and answering questions about hobbies. This is very common in daily conversations.
Yes, people often ask about hobbies when they meet someone new or want to make small talk.
So, a very simple and common question is, what do you do in your free time?
That's a great question. It's polite, simple, and very natural.
If someone asks me that question, I can answer like this. In my free time, I like cooking and listening to music.
That's a perfect answer. It's clear and it sounds natural.
Now let me ask you, Jane, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I enjoy reading and going for long walks. I like calm activities because they help me relax after a busy day.
That's a very nice answer. You didn't rush and you explained your hobbies clearly.
Another common question is, what are your hobbies?
Yes, that question is very direct and very common.
You can answer simply by saying, my hobbies are reading and listening to music.
Or you can add more information and say, my hobbies are reading in the evening and listening to music when I feel tired.
Both answers are correct. Sometimes people ask follow-up questions to continue the conversation.
Yes. For example, someone might ask, how often do you do this hobby?
That's a good question. You can answer with simple time words.
For example, I read every day, or I go for a walk 3 times a week. Another common question is, when do you usually do your hobby?
You can answer like this. I usually read in the evening, or I do yoga in the morning.
Very clear, very natural.
People also like to ask, why do you like this hobby?
That's a nice question because it shows interest.
You can answer with a simple reason. For example, I like reading because it helps me relax.
Or, I enjoy cooking because it makes me feel happy. Let's do a short practice conversation.
Okay.
What are your hobbies?
My hobbies are listening to music and watching movies. I usually listen to music in the evening and watch movies on the weekend.
That sounds nice. Why do you like listening to music?
I like listening to music because it helps me relax and forget stress.
That's a great answer. Simple and natural.
Remember, you don't need long or difficult sentences. Simple answers are perfect.
Yes. Speak slowly, be clear, and be yourself. All right, Jane, let's make this conversation a little longer. We've talked about hobbies, but now let's act like we just met someone new and are really getting to know them.
Yes, I like that. Okay, Jesse, let's start. Imagine I just ask you, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I enjoy cooking and trying new recipes. Sometimes I experiment with unusual ingredients like chocolate and chili together. It doesn't always taste good, but it's fun to try. And I also like listening to music while cooking. It makes the kitchen feel alive.
Wow, chocolate and chili. That's brave. In my free time, I like reading books and writing short stories. I also enjoy going for walks in the park because it helps me think and relax. Sometimes I listen to birds or watch people walking their dogs. It's very peaceful.
That sounds wonderful. I like walking too, but I usually just walk and think about food. Maybe we should walk together one day. You can enjoy the birds, I can enjoy the snacks along the way.
That would be fun. Okay, Jesse, what kind of music do you usually listen to while cooking?
I like all kinds of music, really. Sometimes pop, sometimes jazz, sometimes old songs from the 80s. Anything that makes me happy or makes me want to dance a little in the kitchen. And you? What kind of music do you enjoy while reading?
I usually listen to calm music, like soft piano or classical music. It helps me focus on the story without distractions. But sometimes I listen to jazz if I feel a little sleepy. It wakes me up.
Ah, yes. Music can change your mood so much. So I have to ask, do you prefer indoor hobbies like reading and writing or outdoor hobbies like walking and cycling?
Hmm. I think I enjoy a mix. I like indoor hobbies when it's rainy or cold, but I love outdoor hobbies when the weather is nice. Fresh air, sunlight, and a little exercise. It feels amazing.
I agree. Sometimes hobbies are not just fun, they also make you feel better physically and mentally. Cooking, walking, music, reading, all these things can make your day better.
Exactly. And what about social hobbies? Do you like hobbies you do alone or with other people?
I like a mix too. Cooking and music are usually alone for me, I can focus, but football or playing board games is much better with friends. Hobbies can also help you make new friends.
Yes, that's true. I met a friend last year because we both liked drawing. We started drawing together online, sharing ideas, and now we talk almost every week.
That's a perfect example. A hobby is not just a way to spend time, it's a way to connect with people.
Exactly. Listener, you can think about a hobby you love, maybe reading, painting, sports, music, and try to tell someone about it in English. You can even answer questions like, what do you do in your free time? How often do you do it? Why do you enjoy it? Do you do it alone or with friends?
Yes, even simple answers are perfect. For example, my hobby is playing football. I play twice a week with my friends. I enjoy it because it makes me feel strong and happy.
Or, I like reading books in the evening. I usually read for 1 hour. I enjoy it because it relaxes me. I usually read alone, but sometimes I discuss books with my friends.
See? Simple, natural, and complete sentences. You don't need big words. Just practice slowly and clearly.
Exactly. And don't forget, hobbies can change. Maybe today you like drawing, and next month you enjoy cooking. It's okay. English is flexible, and so are hobbies.
Yes, next month I might even try chocolate and chili pizza. Hopefully it tastes better than last time.
That's why hobbies are fun. You can try new things, make mistakes, laugh, and enjoy the process.
All right, everyone. That's a wrap for today's conversation about hobbies. We talked about reading, music, movies, sports, walking, cooking, and even some chocolate and chili experiments.
Yes. Remember, your hobbies are your time to enjoy, relax, and feel happy. And talking about them in English is a great way to practice speaking naturally, slowly, and confidently.
Even if you don't understand every word, just listen, repeat, and enjoy. That's how your English improves, little by little, every day.
And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow and reach more English learners like you.
Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to English with Jesse and Jane for more slow, clear, beginner-friendly English conversations.
And don't forget to comment below. Tell us one hobby you enjoy and practice writing it in English. We love reading your answers.
Thank you for spending this time with us today. Keep practicing, keep having fun, and keep enjoying your hobbies.
See you next time for another slow and easy English conversation. Bye for now.
Bye.